so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
There we go. Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, round number 5 of the Touring Modified Series. Here tonight from Rossburg, Ohio's and Tony Stewart's bread and butter, Eldora Speedway. We get set for round number 5 of this season. What is normally run on the Tuesday night, and the guys won't be around tomorrow, so they've decided to bring it forward one day, and we'll see how this is going to play out here tonight. I believe that the track is going to stay carried over all night, so we'll probably should see 2 heat races, a 6 and a 7 car field, 13 cars signed into the pit area for tonight. And yes, we are back, baby. We are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thank you to everybody that has sort of stuck with us over the past couple of weeks, and we know it's been pretty quiet on the forefront of broadcasting, but starting to get back into the swing of things here, as we are set for the first of 2 heat races. So yes, a 7 and a 6 car field. Let's take a look right now. Your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, heat race number 1. On the pole from the Mid-South in car number 77, that'll be Stephen Wilbert. He's outside in car number 32. Also from the Mid-South, that is Tanner Russell. Inside your second row in car number 15, position number 3, that'll be Cale Westover. On his outside out of position number 4, he drives the 07, that is Davin Cardwell. Lining up at a position number 5 in the number 1 machine from the Midwest, it's Cole Bassow. And on his outside, Ryan Feller driving car 64, starting position at number 6. And shotgun, the back of this field, the 57, the Warner Racing entry, position 7, Brian Warner Jr. Oh yeah, I know, Shane. It'll give you something to do while you're having a bite to eat. Hello, Patricia. Thank you. Yes, we are feeling a whole lot better than what we were this time last week. Although this time last week I was unconscious. I was having surgery, but we're all good, and we are feeling fantastic. Again, if you're watching us here on the Facebook page, don't forget like, shares, and follows. All come through, and we appreciate all the support given to us here each and every time that we bring you the action here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And of course our wonderful team behind the scenes, our producers, our commentators, they all do a fantastic job, and Certainly glad to have a nice, good group of guys that support us here, and of course you lovely fans. Only broadcast over 10,000. In fact, it's over 14,000. There's people have got a long way to catch up, but here we go. Speaking of catching up, we're going to catch up to the green flag, and we're underway. Oh, Cardwell in the black and blue machine. Look out. Yellow on the back straightaway. Bring up those car numbers for you, just so you guys can have a fair idea as we'll take a look at the Wicked Cushion Instant Replay. Now, we've got some sponsorship opportunities available this season as well. So we take a look. I'm about to see the contact there with Cardwell. And I believe it was the 77 of Wilbert. And then, of course, that shot Cardwell up into the 32 of Tanner Russell. And then chaos ensued from there. One car nearly going upside down. In fact, he did. Back on all fours, Bosso, in that 1X machine. There we go. Back live. So yes, we've got a couple of sponsorship opportunities. Of course, you can get your logo down the bottom right. If you want to know more about these opportunities, feel free to message the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. We've also got the instant replays. And of course, we've also got the starting grid opportunities available as well. Plenty of action. We cover every 13 weeks of a season for the iRacing season. And for what you pay at the start, it works out to be, well, I'd probably say about $1 a broadcast to sponsor. Lights are out on the iRacing.com page track. By the way, how is the mic levels? How's the microphone levels? Is it too loud? Or is it alright? Because I have been having some issues, but hopefully I've figured this all out. But we're getting set to drop the green flag here. Heat race number 1. Once again, the 77 Stephen Wilbert going to leave us. Uh-oh, he might have some problem. We're back to yellow straight away. What went on there? Not sure what's going on with that one, but the yellow flag has been immediately back out. Maybe race control not happy with how things have started. There we go. Green flag back out. Pace truck is now pulling into the infield. Westover now to the outside, looking for the race lead down the back straight away. He'll have it. And Carl Westover will move into that number 1 position. Then you go back to Ryan Feller trying to get by the 77 of Stephen Wilbert. Wilbert to the top side. There goes the 3 of Feller. Nice looking wrap on that machine. Brian Warner Jr. in the 57. Uh-oh. He's got some front end damage in that 57 machine. And here comes Bassau. And Russell, Davin Cardwell, meanwhile, back on pit road. So we're about to complete lap number 4. This time by it is Carl Westover in the 15, looking to start on pole for tonight's 30 lap A main event. Halfway home officially in heat race number 1. Not a whole lot of passing going on, but plenty of social distancing on the racetrack, and that's not what we want to see at the moment. Westover gets into the wall 2 or 3 times now, and that's going to allow Ryan Feller in the Castrol GTX number 3 machine to close in all over the rear bumper. Now down into turns 3 we go yellow. Oh man, this commentating gig is hard. This is not what it used to be, I'll tell you. Hold up, folks. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Well, I hope this race doesn't take longer than 40 minutes. Anyhow, won't be too far away. In fact, we're going to go back to green flag, and it will be a green or white checker. 2 laps left to run. Heat race number 1. Second heat up next. And then a 30 lap. A main event back to green. Westover, Fella, Warner, Wilbert, that's the top 4. Warner now in 3rd. The 77, Stephen Wilbert, your pulse hitter's fallen back to position number 4. He'll run the low side into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for position 3 once again. Not going to happen. White flag is out this time by the 15W of Kyle Westover. There's some contact down into turn number 1 and 2. Stephen Wilbert, the 77. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Heat race number 1 into 3 and 4. Westover, you seem really driving it indeed. And Kyle Westover is going to pick up the win there in heat race number 1. Ryan Feller home in 2nd. Tanner Russell will grab 3rd. 4th place is going to be Cole Basso. And you go back to Brian Warner Jr., Stephen Wilbert, and Davin Cardwell there, rounding out the 7 cars in heat race number 1. Beautiful nighttime pictures here on Ultimate Dirt TV live from the Eldora Speedway. There is your Touring Modified Series Heat 1, Round 5 here at Eldora. Westover, Feller, Russell, Bassal. Top 4, I believe it is, go through to the main event. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 5th and 6th in Heat 2. Well, those drivers, they will find themselves in a B main, although all drivers will transfer. Alright, let's take a look there at race number 2, your Ultimate Dirt TV. Starting grid from the Mid-South, Caden Jackson in the 05 will start position number 1. Rolling off out of position number 2 in car 66, it's Nick Klinkenbeard. Position number 3, it's going to be Ryder Cantillo in the 97 from the Mid-South, and he's outside. The Team Outlaw Motorsports entry, the 17 of Jake Esther. Then we go back to Mason Wheeler from Plains in car number 5, starting position 5. And Tommy Jordan, the 2, will start position number 6. Of course, you see race control there. Race control is not racing. Yep. Race control is race control. Just because I'm going to get lazy, I am going to not go to push to talk. We're going to do this for this heat race. It feels like there's a whole lot of work. Anyhow, whole lot of work for these drivers. 6 cars, 8 laps on the board. Heat number 2, top 4 to the main event. 5th and 6th, unfortunately, they'll be locked into a B main, but again, all drivers going to transfer from the B. Green flag is out. Heat number 2. They're 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Cantillo on the bottom. Jackson through the middle. And here's Klinkenbeard on the outside. They're 3 wide. Drag racing down the back stretch. Cantillo. Big slide job on Jackson that was. Now Jackson back to the inside. Lap number 1. I think Klinkenbeard had him at the start-finish line. And here comes Jackson. The double slide job into 1 and 2. 3 wide down the back straightaway once again. And Klinkenbeard now in the race lead. Cantillo and Jackson race side by side off for turn number 4. I'll get back to the inside of the 66 of Klinkenbeard momentarily. The 05 Jackson, Caden Jackson moving back to second, going to the middle of the racetrack. There is a top, there is a middle, not so much of a bottom side at the moment. And man, these drivers are hauling 855 right now. Here comes Cantillo in the 97 machine. If I'm not mistaken, I think Cantillo won the opening round of the series. Clinkenbeard, he's picked up a podium or two so far in the opening 4 rounds of completion. Oh, Caden Jackson into the wall out of turn 2. Cantillo comes up a little bit. They both kept it off each other. They both kept it going in the straight forward direction. 5 laps in, 3 laps left to run. This is a lot harder than what it was a couple of weeks ago. I'll give you the hot tip, folks. Wasn't expecting to be back full time so early on. No, Jackson into the wall. Cantillo will now move into second at the start-finish line with just 2 to run. He probably needs to move up to the top side of the racetrack, but unable to do so. The only way he's going to be able to do so is if he throws a big dive bomb down into the turns, but the white flag is going to fly here. Heat number 2, and the battle is still on between Caden Jackson and Ryder Cantillo. It's Jackson getting the better of Cantillo out of turn 2, but into 3 and 4. Final time, check and flag about to come out here on heat number 2. Nick Clinkenbeard will start on the outside of the front row. Caden Jackson will sneak home for second. Ryder Cantillo in third. Tommy Jordan gonna grab fourth. Mason Wheeler, Jake Esther. Both drivers going to a B main. 5-car B main. All 5 cars will transfer. It's all about starting positions. Let's take a look at those heat race number 2 results for you up on your screen right now. Nick Clinkenbeard wins by just shy of, well, we'll go 3/4 of a second. How about that? That seems a lot easier. Caden Jackson home in second. Third goes to Ryder Cantillo, with Tommy Jordan getting that 4th and final transfer position. Mason Wheeler in 6th. In fact, I thought Mason was out there in my living room. No, different Mason, of course. Jake Esther, the Team Outlaw Motorsports, comes home in that 6th position. B-Main, 5 cars making their way onto the racetrack right now. Let's take a look at how they line up here with Brian Warner Jr. in the 57 for Warner Racing entry. He starts on pole. On his outside, the 5 of Mason Wheelers from Plains will start position number 2. From the Mid-South, it is car 77, Stephen Wilbert will start position number 3. On the outside of your second row, the 17, the Team Outlaw Motorsports entry, that is Jake Esther. And rolling off at a position at number 5 from the Mid-South, driving caliber 07, that is Davin Cardwell. Again, 5 cars for tonight's only B main. Again, all cars going to transfer, so basically this is for positions 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13 in tonight's 30-lap A-Main event. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors here for what is probably the last couple of days again. A big thanks to, of course, Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League and Loud Pedal Productions. Make sure you check them out on all the social media pages. Give them a like and a follow. Let's go racing, folks. B main. Pace truck is in. Scooby-Doo looking to put it to the field. Green flag is out. We are underway. Keep an eye on Davin Cardwell. We've got 1 car into the wall. That's Mason Wheeler. Jake Esther now sneaking on the inside on Stephen Wilbert now, as they race side by side down into turn number 3 and 4. Look at Cardwell. That's Davin running on the top side of the racetrack. Esther runs low out of turn 4. Cardwell just needs to be patient. 12-lap journey here in the B main. It's all about trying to advance your starting position in tonight's 30-lapper. 30 laps around the high banks of Eldora Speedway, and here he comes, Davin Cardwell. Probably being just a little too patient at the moment as Stephen Wilbert gets into the wall. Cardwell runs to the low side. He's cut down line through 1 and 2, and look at the 4 cars out in front as there goes Esther into the wall. And they're nearly 3 wide. Brian Warner Jr., the 57, continues to lead. Davin Carbell on screen. He's right on the top. He goes to the middle. He'll look to slide it up to the cushion. The right rear quarter panel just giving some right side romance loving to the concrete wall here at Eldora. Here he comes hot on the tail. And now we'll get by. Great onboard shot there from the left rear. You see the 57 now. That's basically looking out at the back of your field as he looks to set sail in this B main. Again, a reminder, all cars going to transfer to the show. It's all about advancing your starting position. Halfway home that time by 6 down and 6 to run here at Eldora. Davin Carbell leads Brian Warner Jr., Jake Esser. That's your top 3. Stephen Wilbert and Mason Wheeler. Your top 4 are separated by, I'm going to say, about 2.7 seconds. Let's take a, there we go, 2.8. That was close on the maths. Mason Wheeler falling back somewhat. But, again, just trying to get a handle on this race car as manhandling the race car through 1 and 2 is your race leader. That's Davin Carbell. On screen is the 57 machine of Brian Warner Jr. And, in fact, let's go to the gyro cam. In fact, we probably go to that and just really start to see him just chopping at a bit, working this race car and what it's like to take a lap around the virtual Eldora Speedway. On board the front of the 57 machine of Brian Warner Jr. 2 to run for your leader. You see your leader is out by a hole straight away. And he has just checked OUT. Here comes Esther with a slide job there on the 57 of Brian Warner Jr. now. Down the back straight away. Penultimate time into turns 3 and 4. The white flag has already been shown to your race leader. Oh, Warner comes up. Esther comes back to the inside. Good drag race down into turns 1 and 2. Final time. Checkered flag about to fly this time by. Here he comes. Davin Carbell gonna win. He's second and third. Coming out of 4 right now. The 57, Brian Warner Jr. Jake Esther comes home third. Fourth is going to go to Stephen Wilbert. And rounding out your top 5 was Mason Wheeler. B main results, there it is. Cardwell, Warner, Esther, Wilbert and Wheeler. We'll take a quick commercial break here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Pay just a couple of bills. Be back in just a few moments' time. You're watching the Touring Modified Series, round number 5. Live here on Ultimate Dirt TV from Eldora Speedway. Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage here of the Touring Modified Series. Round number 5 from the Eldora Speedway. Brett Wheeler with you for the call, as we're not too far away from the warm-up session, having the checkered flag thrown out here on this little 3-minute warm-up session. Then we'll go straight into our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Checkered flag is out, and now it is time to take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And we'll do it from the back to the front, of course. Starting position number 13 in car 5, that'll be Mason Wheeler. Position number 12 in car 77, that is Stephen Wilbert on his inside. In car 17, position number 11, that is Jake Esther. Rolling out of the 10th position in the 57 for Warner Racing, that is Brian Warner Jr. And starting position at number 9, driving car number 07. The driver that won the B main, Davin Cardwell, position number 9. We go to the drivers that finished in the first 4 positions. The fireworks go off here at the Eldora Speedway. Position number 8 in car number 2, that is Tommy Jordan. And starting position at number 7, Kyle Basso. Ryder Cantillo in the 97 will start position number 6, and Tanner Russell, the 32, will start position number 5. At a position number 4, that'll be Caden Jackson in the 05, and then you go back to Ryan Feller inside, position number 3. And your front row, Nick Klinkenbeard in the 66 will start position number 2. And your pole sitter in the 15, that is Cale Westover. "30 laps on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Who will go to victory lane? Who is going to park it on the front straightaway here at Eldora? Mason Wheeler did not grid, so 12 cars making the start. Round number 5, the Touring Modified Series. It's time to get dirty for 30. And green flag is out. And look at that number 1 machine of Bassau straight into the left rear there of Klinkenbeard. And we got a car upside down. Jake Esther back on. Oh, how that has not brought out the yellow, surely. Jack's upside down. Look out, because the leaders are about to come. Oh, this could turn into absolute mayhem. And wow, Russell. That was very, very lucky, but that Jackson was just sitting there upside down. Well, you can put that down to the 1X of Kyle Basso, who initially started that one. That was just a chaotic start to our feature event. Lights still flashing, so we'll go around one more time. The pace truck not ready to exit the speedway. Nick Klinkenbeard will be very upset about the start of that race. Tanner Russell got some front end damage on that 32 machine. You see the nose scoop there missing on that 32, and it's not ideal. We'll see how that modified handles throughout the next what will be now 29 laps to go. Of course, caution laps should not be counting. So once we get a couple of laps in, the tear grab on the top left, the laps, that will fix itself. And then of course we'll go back to the correct number of laps here in tonight's 30 lap A main event It's time to re-rack them and restack them. Devon Cardwell will be looking to go to victory lane after winning the B main. He restarts in 4th, but Carl Westover, as here comes that 3 machine, the Castrol GTX. Tanner Russell doesn't look to have lost any speed in that number 32 machine. He's hitting the wall down the back straight away as Devon Cardwell. 3 wide down the bottom side as here comes Russell on the outside. And Ryan Feller right through the middle of the racetrack. Oh, maybe caution laps are counting. Alright, well, we'll just see what happens here over the next... if we get to at least lap 10, well, we know caution laps are certainly going to count. Devon Cardwell right at the bottom again. Tanner Russell up on the outside. You see me caught the wall in 3 and 4. It's somewhat straightened the car back up. Here comes Ryan Feller trying to dive to the middle there. Tanner Russell, we are yellow. Second time, and it is the 97 of Ryder Cantillon. We'll take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. So keep an eye on this bright red machine. Let's see what happens. And just what looked to be a bit of a hard racing deal. Slow it down here. And he gets into the back there, and he gets into the back of, I believe that is Ryan Feller in that 3 machine. But then Feller had to get off the bind. Oh, he got on the binders, got off the gas, because he got into the back of that car up on the top side of the racetrack, which I believe was the Russell Farms number 32 entry of Tanner Russell. Second yellow of the night. Back to green this time by Kyle Westover. Going to get on the loud pedal. And we're back underway. Devon Cardwell restarting in 3rd. We'll quickly move into 2nd position. Clink and Beard run on the bottom side as well. On the inside of Tommy Jordan. They go 3 wide with the 57 of Brian Warner Jr. Lap number 12 is in the books. This time by 18 to run here at the Eldora Speedway. Cardwell continues to run low. Westover continuing to run the top side of the racetrack. Tanner Russell showing no signs of slowing down, although missing parts of that UMP modified here at Eldora thanks to that car that was upside down on the opening lap. In fact, that was Caden Jackson, Caden Jackson is now back out onto the racetrack, and after sitting out with the virtual tow, he's found himself back on the lead lap. So 12 cars sitting here on the lead lap as Clinton Beard gets to the inside. Meanwhile, Devon Cardwell takes over the race lead that time by at the start-finish line. Here comes a slide job by Kyle Westover. This is what you wanted. This is what we wanted to see. Cardwell low into 3. By the time he comes out of turn number 4, look at him put the right rear on the cushion, and here comes Westover. He'll do exactly what Devon Cardwell is doing in turns 3 and 4, but this time Westover does it in 1 and 2. Again, it's a big drag race down the back straightaway. Here he comes again. Big move there. Oh, Westover. He turned underneath him, and he got the car all crossed up. We're going to Tanner Russell stop there on the top side, and what was going on? Devon Cardwell had nowhere to go, and look who was a big benefactor in that one. Nick Clinkenbeard, who was got back to 2nd. Wow. Yellow flag, 3rd time tonight, and oh, you see Tanner Russell. He may be back on pit road after that one. Which driver is going to park right there later on tonight? Victory lane is where it is going to happen. Russell's gone back to pit road. It is confirmed. He has called the virtual tow. And there's a very good chance that he will be done for the night. To the green this time by, so it'll take out laps 19 and 20, which means we have 10 to run. Two-thirds of the race is complete here in our A main. Westover, Clink and Beard, Carwell, Fella, Tommy Jordan. That's our top five. Jake Esther sits sick. In sixth position. Green flag is out. We're back underway. What does Clink and Beard have in store for Davin Cardwell? They both slide up as there goes Clink and Beard back to fourth. What has Cardwell got for your race leader of Carl Westover? This time Westover, I think he's smart enough right now to, if he runs that slider line, there's a good chance that he won't have to worry about a slide job coming because he's not going to get turned from behind. But he opts to run the top side through 1 and 2 and the middle into turns 3, and again, not so much of a deep slide, but it's a slide job himself nonetheless. Cardwell is just waiting for an opportunity, but time is running out, and we're going yellow. Ryan Fella in the 3. There's the yellow flag. Well, again, we're not gonna make judgment calls on this on these incidents. We're gonna let race control handle that one. Although I don't think there was too much in that one. So Davin Cardwell slowing here on the bottom in turns 3 and 4, and looks like all the cars have been, well, they're passing him. So Davin Cardwell has pulled this number 25 machine back to pit road. We'll see if he opts to get some running repairs from his pit crew. He has some just getting a few things changed on that number 25 machine. Very quick, the pit crew here on the dirt side of things. 25 and 26, 4 to run. Lights out. Have a look at Tommy Jordan in the number 2 machine. Now restarting in position at number 2. We'll have a quick chat to our top 3. Once the checkered flag has been thrown, we'll get their thoughts on the race. The green flag is going to fly once again. We're back underway. Carl Westover, Nick Clink and Beard now to the inside on Tommy Jordan. He'll slide up and take second down into turn 1 and 2. Look at Jake Esther, the 17 around, trying to get around the outside. Clink and Beard and Esther both got stuck in the concrete wall, the back straight away. And again, that puts Tommy Jordan to the bottom side. Jake Esther again, some problems through 3 and 4. Jordan and Clink and Beard. Good race for second and third for the motor placings. Meanwhile, 7/10 of a second out in front. Here's the 15 of Kale Westover. Westover looks to have sewn this race up in the bag once he gets to the white flag. We will race it out to the start-finish line, and here it is, 1 to run For your race leader, Kyle Westover, Clinkenbeard trying desperately to throw some big Hail Marys. Down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3 and turn number 4. Kyle Westover is going to go to victory lane. Cars coming across the start-finish line. The pyro going off once again. Beautiful shot here from Eldora. Pyro, fireworks going off in the background. Feature race results coming up for you right now. Kyle Westover, Nick Clinkenbeard and Tommy Jordan, the top 3 drivers. Davin Carwell rallies back to 4th. An incredible drive. Jake Esther home in 5th. Cole Basso, Brian Warner Jr., Ryan Feller, Stephen Wilbert, Caden Jackson, Ryder Cantillo, Tanner Russell, the 12 cars to contest our 30-lap main event DNS for Mason Wheeler. No one going to victory lane. Let's chat with our top 3 here in just a few moments' time. In fact, let's chat to the driver that comes home in 3rd place here tonight. And that is going to be the driver of the number 2 machine. That is Tommy Jordan. Tommy, congratulations on this 3rd place run here tonight. You had to do it the hard way. You had to come from the 4th row. But nonetheless, after the 30 laps is complete, mate, you've got to be happy with this 3rd place finish.
Very excited, very happy to be up here and finally get my first podium of the series.
It was always going to be tough. There was talks about maybe resetting the track. Are you sort of glad that the track that didn't get reset, so you're able to make some moves?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I was just down there catfishing on the bottom. Everybody else going up top and running real close to each other, and I'm out here just by myself making it. So, love the way the track slipped off, and it worked out pretty good in my favor.
So I guess you could say I was right by leaving the track then, right?
Oh, completely. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Tommy, congratulations. 3rd place run here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Aesthetic Dentistry, Dealer One Frontline Services, and this wonderful chassis with the MB Custom Race Cars. They've got good equipment over there, and that's about it. I appreciate it. All
right, Tommy Jordan there home in 3rd place. We'll chat to the driver that comes home 2nd place tonight. It is Nick Clinkenbeard. And, well, Nick, an eventful race to say the least. Turn 1, lap 1, probably not ideal from your situation, but you rally back and find yourself challenging for the race lead there in those last sort of 8 to 10 laps. Talk about how your race started and how it all ended so well.
Yeah, that start was unfortunate. It put us way back there starting off right from the get-go, but I don't know about contending for the race lead. Kel was pretty smooth and consistent all night, and he was definitely the winner there.
Well, coming back through this field, did you think that you were going to have enough opportunities to come through the field like you did on this racetrack that looked like it had multiple grooves out there?
No, I really didn't think I would. I knew that I wanted to be in the middle to top, and everybody was running up there, so I just decided to start running the bottom, and luckily it paid off, and I got around a couple of cars and got a couple lucky breaks after the beginning.
All right, Nick. Well done on your 2nd place. Another podium here in the Touring Modified Series. Nick, before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
41 Shocks, Bonham Recovery, Richard Sloan Drywall, Boo Rays of New Orleans, Chicken Express, Machine Works Motors, they all, everybody that's on the car.
All right, there we go. A beautifully presented race car, mind you. And we'll chat to the winner here tonight. I believe it's his 2nd win, I think it is, in the series. But Carl Westover, Carl, congratulations on this victory. Well, your lead start to finish, but not without its challenges throughout that race.
Yeah, we were. I was just trying to run smooth laps there, and I knew Davin was going to be fast, so we were swapping sliders there, and that caution kind of saved me and hurt him a little bit. After they got racing, I know he got in a little bit of a wreck there, so I just tried to stay clean the whole race. What was going through your mind in those sort of the last restart with 10 to go? You still had a lot of good competition behind you. Yeah, I was just trying to keep it off the wall. I wanted to be really smooth, and if you keep it off the wall around here, you're usually pretty quick up top. So that was my biggest goal, was to not get stuck in the wall and let those guys catch me. Just sort of give us an insight to how difficult or how tricky it can be to continually put lap after lap on the top side here, because one little mistake, you jump that cushion, all of a sudden you get into the wall. It can take a whole couple of, an entire turn to get off that wall and get that car going again. Yeah, generally, if you get stuck in the wall here, it's your game over. I mean, these guys, man, there was 5 to 6 guys back there that would have capitalized on it. So, keeping it out of the wall was the main focus tonight.
All right, Carl, well done on, I believe it's your second win in the 5 rounds so far. Carl, before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, big shout out to everybody that makes it happen for me. Wichita Tank, 44 Drywall, the Mobile Therapy Group, Jimbo's Liquor, Knowles Performance, On Another Level Designs, Western Flyer Race Cars, Dark Horse Racing Shocks, Chemco Plumbing, Wyatt Sheet Metal, Bill Stein Racing Shocks, Reed Transmission, Landrum Springs, Lasseter Concrete, Shady Smoke Shop, and Mafus Motorsports.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Carl West over there, your winner here tonight, and congratulations goes to Carl. He gets, I know it's his second win of the series, and we'll look forward to next week, round number 6, back to Tuesday night. Again, a big thanks to Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, and Loud Pedal Productions. Until next time, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night.